Some minutes ago, we got a bunch of updates in 4.2 Cuties. Version 4.2 is shaping up to be one of the biggest patches of the entire 4.x era. I know every time we talk about an anniversary patch, expectations go crazy. So, hello my cuties, it's me, your Acheron, back again, and today we are breaking down the full version 4.2 update. We are going to talk about the banner lineup, reruns, the new characters, the Elation Trailblazer, the buffs coming to older characters, and even the situation with the so-called free 5-star anniversary reward, because things are a little different than what everyone expected. So grab something sweet to eat like those pulls, and stick with me till the end, because this patch is stacked. And yeah, a new 15 Express Supply Pass giveaway is almost here. We just need 4,000 more to hit the 25,000 milestone. We are so close to hitting it. Make sure to subscribe, drop your comment to participate in it. Let's start with the banner lineup first. According to the latest information, the version 4.2 banners are expected to feature 2 brand new Elation main damage dealers. Phase 1 is expected to feature Silver Wolf LV 999, which is the SP version of Silver Wolf, and Phase 2 Evanescia, who is a physical Elation main DPS. Just hearing those two names already tells you this patch is going to revolve heavily around the Elation path, and the new team archetypes Hoyoverse has been building since version 4. Starting with Phase 1, we have Silver Wolf SP, also called Silver Wolf LV 999. She is a 5-star imaginary character following the path of Elation, and she is designed as a main damage dealer with strong team synergy. Silver Wolf fans are honestly eating good with this version. Her appearance has changed in a noticeable way. Instead of the usual curled hairstyle, she now has a half-tied ponytail, which gives her a much more mature and composed look. When you combine that with her signature deadpan expression, it creates that classic Silver Wolf vibe where she looks calm and cold, but still adorable at the same time. One detail that really caught everyone's attention is her right hand. It looks mechanical and upgraded, almost like she went through some kind of modification or upgrade after entering the new world. Her outfit also has more details compared to her original design, which gives the entire model a more refined appearance. The official announcement already confirmed that Silver Wolf is appearing in the first half of version 4.2, and that alone suggests she might actually be the main anniversary spotlight character. And when you look closely at the promotional artwork, something interesting becomes clear. Silver Wolf is the only character whose splash art is framed in a special way. That kind of visual treatment rarely happens by accident. It almost feels like Hoyoverse is subtly telling us that she is the center of this patch. When you combine that with the SP status and the anniversary timing, it becomes very likely that this version of Silver Wolf is not just a small variation. She is probably going to be extremely important both for the story and for the meta moving forward. Then we move to Phase 2, which introduces Evanescia. She is a 5-star physical character following the path of Elation, and everything about her design immediately grabs attention. Her entire aesthetic is filled with cherry blossom imagery, and her personality seems to carry that playful, chaotic energy that perfectly matches the Elation theme. Many players immediately noticed that she resembles Yae Sakura from Honkai Impact, which is why people keep calling her a Yae Sakura XP. If the info about her kit is correct, she could easily become the main damage dealer for Elation teams. Just like how previous characters define the way certain paths are played, Evanescia looks like she might become the core of the entire Elation system. The team composition that is currently being discussed by many players is Evanescia together with Yao Guang, the Elation Trailblazer, and Huohuo. That combination would create a fully optimized Elation-focused lineup, which could push the archetype to a completely new level. One of the most interesting things about Evanescia is her weapon design. Instead of using a traditional katana, her weapon looks more like a utility knife with ruler markings on it. At first glance, it looks funny, but the more you look at it, the more it actually fits her character. It feels playful, creative, and perfectly in line with the chaotic energy of the Elation path. Imagine defeating enemies with what looks like a stationary knife while laughing during the fight. That is peak Elation behavior. And of course, we cannot talk about Elation without mentioning the Elation Trailblazer. The Trailblazer is finally getting a brand new path, and this time it is lightning combined with the path of Elation. What makes this even better is that the Trailblazer is still a free 5-star character, which means everyone will be able to experience the new archetype without needing to pull a specific banner unit. The design choice for the Elation Trailblazer weapon is honestly hilarious in the best way possible. Instead of a traditional weapon, the Trailblazer uses a glow stick like the ones people wave during concerts. Just Just imagine your character dancing and cheering during battle while waving that glow stick around. That energy perfectly represents what Elation is supposed to be about. Now, aside from the new characters, this patch is also bringing buffs to several older characters. According to the latest information, after the version 4.2 update, some limited 5-star characters will receive enhancements. The characters mentioned include Firefly, Huohuo, and Sealy, along with the standard 5-star character Welt. Character buffs like this usually mean Hoyoverse wants to keep older units relevant while the meta continues evolving. Firefly receiving improvements could make her more competitive again, while Huohuo and Sealy might receive adjustments that help them fit better into newer team compositions. Welt being included in the buff list is also interesting because he has always been a unique control-based character, and improvements could make him much more useful in the current combat environment. By the way, did you subscribe to join the 15 Express giveaway? If you didn't, hit that button, and don't forget to like the video too. Now let's talk about the so-called free 5-star reward, because this part confused a lot of players. Many people originally expected that the anniversary patch would give a completely free 5-star character just by logging in. However, the situation appears to be slightly different this time. According to information from reliable sources, Huohuo and Robin will be added to the exchange shop in version 4.2. Players will be able to obtain them by using an item called Golden Companion Spirit. So technically, these characters are still obtainable for free, but they are tied to the exchange system rather than a direct login reward. It is a different approach, but it still gives players access to valuable characters without needing to rely on banner luck. There is also another interesting change related to the gacha system itself. In version 4.2, if you lose the 50-50 on limited banners, you will have additional characters that can appear as the result. Yunli, Argenti, and the original version of Silver Wolf will be added to the list of characters that can appear when you lose a 50-50. This system already existed with characters like Seal, Blade, and Fu Xuan, and expanding that pool is actually a positive change because it increases the variety of characters players can obtain from unlucky pulls. When you step back and look at everything together, version 4.2 clearly feels like a turning point. Both Silver Wolf and Evanescia are heading to Plan Arcadia, and it looks like the Stellaron Hunters are finally stepping back into the spotlight after being relatively quiet during the Amphorius arc. That means the story itself could start moving in a much more intense direction. From a gameplay perspective, the Elation path is also becoming a major focus, with Silver Wolf SP, Evanescia, and the Elation Trailblazer all appearing around the same time. The entire archetype is being pushed into the spotlight. This kind of coordinated release usually means Hoyoverse is planning something big for the future patches. Of course, everything we discussed today is based on the latest available information, and things can always change before the official release. So, as always, make sure to keep an eye on the official announcements once Hoyoverse begins revealing the final details of the patch. But for now, version 4.2 is looking incredibly exciting. New Elation characters, returning favorites, getting buffs, changes to the exchange system, and the anniversary celebration all combined into one patch. So tell me, cuties, are you planning to pull for Silver Wolf SP, or are you saving everything for Evanescia? Or maybe you are just excited to try the new Elation Trailblazer and see how the entire playstyle works. That is all for today's video, my cuties. Good luck with your polls, enjoy the upcoming patch, and as always, peace out.